Hey guys, how's it going? Happy Thursday. Got a little boxing practice here for you. Make sure um, you guys have a little bit of space and a water bottle available. And don't forget, we'll have our fitness/workout videos still to come. And we'll have a game stream later on at 4. My mom came to Girl Zumba. We'll be doing a live Zumba stream later today at 4:30 on Band. So if you got any questions about any of that stuff, you know where to ask. You can just holler at us in the chat. Give us a message on social media or email us, and we can get you hooked up and make sure you're ready to go, so that way you can follow along at home with some of your favorite lessons, workouts, and things that you're missing currently because we can't work out here. But good news to come. Look forward to outside practices, something we're going to be starting up hopefully tomorrow. Cross our fingers. Hopefully the rain doesn't mess up our plans for that. We can only have 10 students at a time, so we're going to have to take you guys in groups, right? We've already talked to most of your parents and got the list set up, at least for the first 3 groups. We'll be changing things around a little bit. I'll be sending an email to mom and dad to let them know the details on that, but signups will be through our website starting Monday. So keep your ears open, keep your eyes open, and hopefully keep your hopes up. So that way we can get back in here and start training. This is a good sign of things to come. Now that they're letting us do practice outside, that means we're not too far away from letting us practice inside in our gym, right? So look forward to that. I'm pretty excited. Today we're going to just go over some of our basic counts for our boxing punches. And if we got a little bit of time, we'll throw some defense in at the end. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and get warmed up. Okay, on the belt, go ahead and start jumping that imaginary jump rope. Bounce up and down over the balls of your feet. Move your hands in a small circular motion. Again, pretend like you got a jump rope in your hands. You're jumping on your spot. Okay, it's not big jumps. They're just small hops, guys, especially if you're inside. Please don't be jumping too loudly or too aggressively if you're on the 2nd floor of your house, 3rd floor of your house, in your room. Your family is downstairs trying to, work or do whatever it is they're doing. Be respectful of the other people in your home. Don't jump up and down too loudly. You're just bouncing up and down the ball of your foot lightly. Okay. And if you want, you can start switching those feet back and forth. Move one foot at a time. You can do your kick-outs. Any variation of the footwork you want to do, just make sure you're still bouncing up on the ball of your foot. Make sure those hands are still moving in a circle. Right? If you got a little bit of room, you can hop side to side. Okay, you can hop backwards, forwards. Depends on how much space you got. Pay attention to your surroundings. Work with what you have, right? And keep hopping, keep hopping. We're almost there. Got about 20 seconds left. 10 seconds, keep going. Good. All right, shake those arms out. Shake those legs out. Let's get ourselves a good little stretch in. Okay, start with neck. Move your head in a circular motion. Nice and slow. Stretch the neck out. Okay, switch, go the other direction. Same thing, nice, slow, circular motion. Good. All right, bear hug, swing your arms back and forth. Pretend like you're giving yourself a big old hug. Good, and then arm swings up and down. Good, and then full arm rotations. Come all the way around, move those shoulders. Switch, roll them the other way. Again, opening up those shoulders and the chest as you're going back. Good. Russian twist. Okay. Now I want you to add your pivot. You're doing a Russian twist with a pivot. You're just turning your back foot and your hip the way you're turning. Okay, good. Hip rotations. Move those hips in a circle. Good. Okay, other way. Good. Feet together, legs straight. Reach down, touch your toes. Good. Cross one foot over top of the other. Keep your legs straight. Reach down, try to touch your toes. Good. Switch it. Okay, so the other foot goes over top. Legs still straight. Reach down, touch your toes. Good. All right, knee rotations. Move those knees in a circle. Okay, switch other way. Good. And let's get down to a nice front lunge. Okay. Lunge forward. Back legs on the ground. Pushing your hip down to the floor. Okay. Use your hands for a little balance or support if you need to. Okay, go ahead and switch them. Other foot forward. Nice deep lunge on the other side. Push those hips forward. Again, you're trying to drive that hip down to the floor. Okay. Push it, push it, push it, push it. You should feel that stretch right here, right in the front of your hip and on the front of your quadricep. Okay, stand up, shake your legs out, roll your ankles around a couple times, shake your arms out, roll your wrists a few times. Grab yourself a small drink, and then we'll get right into part of punching. Okay, so with 1 minute on the clock, first minute, we're just going to warm up the jab. Okay, move around a little bit, stay on your spot, warm up the jab. Second round, we're going to go for our jab cross. Third round, we're going to add our hook. Fourth round, we'll add the rear uppercut. So we're going to just slowly build up to our basic champ boxing 4 count. Okay, so starting first round, 1 minute, I want to move around. We're just going to work the jab, right? Second minute, we'll add the cross. Third, we add the hook. Fourth, we add the uppercut. Okay, everybody's going to follow along to this one, no matter what level you are or what class you're in. This will be a nice, easy drill to get the punches going. Okay, get yourself in a good boxing stance. Balls to your feet, knees bent. Okay, hands up, and move around a little bit. Okay, again, work with what you got. Depends on how much space you have, right? You're practicing in your room, and you got your bed on one side, your dresser on the other, your desk behind you, and you're kind of tight on space. Obviously, you can't move around as much. That's fine. You can still stay pretty tight in a small little space here. Throw a jab, step to the side, throw a jab, step forward, step back. Right? Just keep all your movements small and tight. Okay? If you're working out maybe in a living room or basement, you got a little more room, you can move around and add a little extra footwork as you're moving. Right? Fire that jab. Breathe out. Move around a bit. Keep that rear hand. That back hand sits right on our jaw the whole time. This hand doesn't move. Okay. Now, round 2, this hand's going to move because after we throw our jab, we're going to follow it with our cross. Okay. Same thing. Work with what you got. If you got enough space to move around and add extra footwork in, do it. Okay. If you're tight on space, that's fine. Yeah, just use the space you have. Right. But this round, we're going to throw jab cross. Okay. So we'll start off with the lead hand, pivot on the back foot, turn and throw across. Okay. Breathe out both punches. All right, let's get it. Move around, hands up. Okay, move around a bit. stepping a little bit on that jab, and then you're turning or pivoting on that back foot for your cross, okay? My advanced students, remember the head movement we talked about a few weeks ago, right? Get your head off the line when you punch. Okay, make sure that jab hand comes back to the face as you're throwing the cross. Okay, don't do this. Okay, don't drop that hand. Make sure it comes back up to the face. Now, round 3, let's add our third punch, the lead hook. Okay, step, turn, turn, right? Make sure the hand comes back to the face each time. If you have to go slow, go slow. Okay, but we're breathing 3 times here because it's 3 punches. Each punch, breathe out. Back to your stance. Back to your stance, okay? All right, let's get it. Move around a little bit, step on the ball of your foot. Okay. My advanced students, intermediate students, make sure you're moving that head, keeping those hands up. My beginner students, make sure you're adding that footwork in, keeping your hands up, throw your punches, right? Yeah, cross, hook, come back to your stance, hands up, good boxing stance, right? We're on the ball of our feet, our bodies turn, there, chins down, 1, 2, 3, right? Jab, cross, hook, and your footwork during the combination should be step, turn, turn, right? That's what your lower body should be doing when you're throwing your punches. Step, turn, turn, okay? Good time. All right, now, round 4. We've made it all the way up to the rear uppercut. That's our 4 count. So, same deal. Make sure you're breathing each punch. That's 4 breaths, right? Okay, it's important to control and monitor that breathing when you're throwing your combo. Also, make sure every time you go to throw that next punch, that other hand gets back to protect your face. Okay? All right, let's go ahead. 1 minute on the 4 count. Okay, good stance. Okay. And your footwork should be doing this, right? Our lower body's going step, turn, turn, dip, lift and turn, right? Uppercuts dip down, lift up and turn, right? As I'm lifting, I'm pushing this hip forward and I'm turning on my back foot, okay? 4 breaths. Okay, moving around, advanced, intermediate, moving our heads, right? We're not stiff. We're moving our head, we're keeping our hands up. My beginner students, you're taking small steps, moving your feet, keeping your hands up. And jab, cross, hook, uppercut. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Time. Good job. All right, now that's going to be your 4 count. Okay, that's testing requirement. Everyone should know the 4 count. Beginners, intermediate, advanced. You guys should all know your boxing 4 count. That's the most basic one. Okay. Now my intermediates, you should all be able to do the 6 relatively easy. All right, the 6. This is our 4 count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, followed by the lead uppercut, followed by the right hook. Okay, that's our 6. So our 6 combos: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got it? Same thing as a 4 count. Just add that lead uppercut and that right hook behind it. Okay, so let's take 1 minute on the clock. This is going to be more for the intermediate, but beginners, you can follow along with it. If you're struggling with that lead uppercut or transitioning and throwing those extra 2 punches and getting your hands back, then just stick with the 4 count. Okay, I'll leave that up to you. All right, but be honest with yourself. If you really are struggling with throwing all 6 in the combo, then dial it back. Go back to the 4 count. We just practiced that. Okay, you guys should know that one. All right, work on that. Then eventually we'll get to 6. Okay. All right, so moving around, right? Okay. jab, cross, lead hook, rear uppercut, lead uppercut, rear hook. Okay, that's our boxing 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, and that's 6 breaths because it's 6 punches. Okay, punches are jab, cross, lead hook, rear uppercut, lead uppercut, rear hook. Okay, your lower body should be doing this one. Step, turn, turn, dip, lift and turn, dip, lift and turn, and turn on the back foot for the final hook. Okay, get back to a good stance, head movement, hands up on the ball of your foot. Okay, good. Now, for my advanced students, after we finish with that right hook, we're going to go down, lead hook to the body. Okay, lead uppercut, then rear overhand. Okay, so that's going to be the 9, right? Same thing as your 6. Hop, hop, hop. Then dig the lead hook to the body, pick the lead uppercut straight up the middle, come over top. So you're doubling up on that left hand. Ready? Jab, cross, hook, up, hook, body shot, uppercut, overhand. Okay, that's your 9 strike combo, more geared to some of the higher up intermediate and some of the advanced students. Okay, if you struggle with that, go back to the 6 or go back to the 4 count. Okay, so go ahead, jab, cross, hook, up, hook, body, up, over. Got it? Okay, that's 9 punches, so it should be 9 breaths. Got it? Okay, your footwork should be like this, right? It should be step, pivot, turn on the lead foot, dip, lift and pivot, dip, lift and pivot. Okay, turn on the back foot, dip down, throw your body shot, lift and pivot up on that lead hook, turn over the big overhand punch to finish the combo. Okay, so that's your boxing 9. All right, just a quick recap. Beginner students, okay, my white shirts and my new students that started before the break or before the shutdown rather. 4 count, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's mandatory across the board. Right? If you guys want to test, if you want to move up intermediate, you got to know the 4 count at least. Okay, I expect more, but 4 count bare minimum. Okay, for my intermediate students, I need to see the 6. You need to be able to throw that one smooth, right? All 6 punches in the combo. Okay, advanced. Now I'm looking for the 9s, right? I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Oh, where'd I go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the body, right? Then 8 is up, 9's over top. Okay, so that's your advanced combo. Those aren't defense combos, guys. Those are just regular offensive combinations. All right, bare minimum. That's what I want you guys to know. Okay, 4 count for beginner. The 6 is for intermediate. 9 for the advanced. Okay, now taking those 4 counts, you can go into our defense combos. All right, white shirts. Start off with your 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then it's hook cover on the right, followed by your cross hook, cover on the left, follow it with the hook, rear cross. Okay, that's the defensive 4 count. I'll have videos posted up soon for you guys that are only the defensive 4 counts. Okay, I'll have your offensive or your basic combos that you should know. And I'll have the new straight punch combo, defense combos that we're working. Okay, I'm gonna have all of those for you in a playlist. So be looking for that in the future. If you notice, the YouTube channel is a little more organized. I straightened some of the things up. I put everything in playlists and categorized it so it's easier for you guys to navigate through and find what videos you want to watch or what you're trying to work on. All right, that includes playlists soon to come of all of our previous live streams that we've done. Okay, I got those playlists up, but a lot of the videos are still private. Okay, but eventually those will open up to all of our students. You'll have all of those And then you'll also have individual videos that were uploaded specifically for your class. So if you guys are checking out the YouTube after this or trying to navigate, you should be able to find everything from the home screen right when you get in there. You won't have to click the playlist button. You won't have to click over to live stream or anything. It should all be right on that first page. So I'm trying to make it more easier for you guys to navigate, more easier for your parents to look through, to help you guys out. Okay, but I'll have videos for all of these, starting with your first one. Okay, one more time, just recap. We throw our 4 count. Okay, this is the white shirt beginner defensive combo. You throw the 4, cover, cross, hook, cover, hook, cross. Okay, that's your white shirt defensive combo. Your blue shirt defensive combinations: 1, 2, 3, 4. Bob and weave over to your right, hook, hook. Bob and weave over to your left, hook, hook. Right. One more time. This is blue shirt intermediate 4 count defensive combo. Roll under, hook, hook, under, hook, hook. Okay. The advanced 4 count defensive combo. Okay. You guessed it. It starts with the 4 count. Okay. But instead of the bottom weave, I'm going to throw my uppercut. I'm going to slip to my right. I'm going to come back with the right hook. Then the lead uppercut. Then I'm going to slip over to my left. I'm going to come back with the lead uppercut, overhand punch. Okay, so one more time. 4, pop, 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 slip. Okay, fire back with the right hand. I'm sorry, that's a left hook after that one. Slip, cross, hook, slip, lead uppercut, overhand. Okay, one more time. 4, slip, straight, over, slip, up, overhand. Okay, that's your advanced 4 count defensive combo. Okay, straight punch defense combos come in soon as well, and then the basic 4 count, our 6, and our 9 count are all going to be put on that same playlist with your defensive 4 count combos. Okay, so I'll label them. I'll make sure you know what shirt level they are. Make sure you're practicing, following along with those extra videos, and really mastering those combos, because those are all test requirements. Okay, you'll find the playlist labeled test requirements. For Taekwondo students, that's going to have all your belt color forms on it. Okay, for Gym Ninjas, that has all your ninja combos on it. And for my Champs Boxing students, that'll have all your combos that are mandatory for testing. Okay, so I'll have white shirt, blue shirt, and red shirts combos all in that playlist. Okay, all right, good job. Grab yourself a small drink. Got a few minutes left. We're going to finish up with some defense. All right. A basic defense, or white shirt level defense, is our covers. Okay, we got to know how to cover the middle and the sides of our face. Okay, we need to know how to cover the body with the elbows and the forearms. Okay, now we have double covers, right? Double cover the middle. We have a double cover on the side. We can double cover down to the body, right? We have our single covers. Single cover to the middle, single cover on the side, right? Single cover to the body, single cover to the body, right? The main thing to remember during all of these is, one, whenever you're blocking, especially when you're doing the double, right? Make sure you're not covering your vision, and make sure you're keeping the hands tight, right? Keep your chin tucked down, bring the shoulders up. Everything should be tight in here, right? You got to brace yourself for impact. Think about it, guys. The reason you're putting your arms out like this is you're blocking a punch, right? If you think your opponent's going to be nice and they're not going to punch you very hard, got another thing coming, right? They're trying to win, so they're going to be hitting you just as hard as you're going to be trying to hit them. So when they do go to hit you, you got to be prepared for it. You got to brace yourself for that impact, right? So if I just lazily put my arms up here, keeping my chin up, right, and I just hold them out, this isn't a good defense. One, there's too much space in between here, right? If they don't hit my arm and make my own hands come back and hit myself, they're just going to reach around my guard and hit me with a hook, right? Or the punch is going to hit, roll off my arm, and still slip and hit me straight in the middle of the head or in the face, right? So it's got to be tight. Think about it, guys. Preparing yourself for impact. They're trying to punch you. You have to make sure you have a solid cover to defend that punch, right? So for all the doubles, make sure you're bracing yourself, making sure there's no space, everything's tight, right? When you're going to the body, remember we're not dropping our hands, right? We're keeping our hands up on it by our face, but we're bending our knees and we're crunching our body down, right? It's almost like we're doing that sit-up or a crunch in the air. As you come down, you bring the elbows down to the hip or to the waist level, and then you can block the middle by just slightly turning your forearm towards the middle, right? Or you can block the sides by just keeping that elbow hugged tight to your rib. Okay, your arm will be able to absorb or block that punch initially. All right. For all your single covers, things to remember is the other hand's got to be covering too, right? Even though we're not bringing them both up for the block here or dropping both elbows down, that other hand still has to be close to the face just in case, right? If I do my single cover here, this hand still stays up by my chin. Okay. Remember, everything's still tight. Okay? I'm bringing my shoulder up. I'm tucking my chin down, right? If I'm doing a single cover here, this other hand's still protecting my face, right? If I single cover down to the body, this hand is still up, okay? If I single cover on the other side to the body, this hand is still blocking my face, okay? So don't get lazy with the other hand when you're doing the single arm covers, okay? Beginners, white shirts, you should all be working on covering in between punching. So whenever you get free time to shadow box, or we're practicing some just general shadow boxing for class, I want you making sure you add in those covers in between punches. Okay, you got to make it realistic when you shadow box. It should be as if you were in a real fight against your shadow. Pretend your shadow can hit you back. You got to work defense too. Okay, now for my intermediate students, that's when we're going to start playing around with some hand defenses. Okay, so trapping, catching, parrying. Okay, we're using our hands to block these punches now, not our forearms and elbows and shoulders. Okay, that doesn't mean we're not going to use the rest of that arm just for extra cover, right? But if I'm going to catch a punch, okay, I'm just bringing that hand right in front of my chin. Okay, I don't need to reach out super far to catch this punch. Remember, punches come to me. They're trying to hit me, right, in the chin. So all I need to do is put that hand up to block it. Now, as I do that, I squeeze my bicep real tight. Okay, I flex my forearm. So that way, again, I'm bracing myself for impact. I'm trying to catch that punch as it comes towards me, right? I can't just be lazy and just hold the hand out like this. They're going to hit my hand and it's going to come back and fly and hit me in the face, right? Or they're just going to punch through my defense and they're still going to get through and hit my face. So as I bring that catch up, I put my shoulder up behind it, right, for extra support. Here, right, my shoulder comes forward, right, when I go to catch. Okay, this just helps me, again, brace for impact a little bit. Putting my shoulder up back behind my hand makes it a little more stiff, a little stronger, so that way I can catch the punch, okay? And again, that's for straight punches, right? They're just coming straight down the middle. So I'm just, again, waiting for that punch to come towards me, and I'm just stopping it, okay? Now, parrying, I'm actually going to move the punch out of the way, right? Catch, I stop it right here. Parry, I move it out of the way. Got it? So for the parry, same thing. I don't need to reach out far. Remember, their punch is coming to me, right? So as I'm in my stance here, a little parry, I'm just reaching my hand out slightly and tapping their glove to the side. That's all I'm trying to do, right? Another mistake most students make when they're learning it is this. Okay, I don't need to do such a big motion for a parry. Right? I don't need to swing my arm all the way around. That's too much, right? A small tap is literally all you need, right? Their energy is coming straight, right? If you're parrying a jab or a cross, that punch is coming straight forward, right? I'm not trying to stop that punch. It's not like we did on the catch. It doesn't take a ton of force to meet that punch head on. All I need to do is bump, it out of the way. And even if I tap that punch out of the way and the glove still kind of slides against the side of my ear or the side of my head, that's okay, right? That means I move that punch just enough out of the way to avoid direct contact, right? A glancing blow or something that just kind of slides off your head isn't direct contact. You're not going to take a lot of damage off that usually. So as I tap it out of the way, that glove slides by, right? Here, okay? Important things to remember, that other hand's not doing nothing, right? If I'm parrying with one hand, that other hand should be up covering my chin, right? At least, okay? And then after my parry, I got to make sure I get back to my stance quickly. All right, so with the catch and the parry, intermediate and blue shirts, you start to learn to bob and weave to get out of the way of hooks, okay? Now, remember, ducking is just straight down, okay? And that's okay. You can duck out of the way of a punch, all right? But that's different than your bob and weave, okay? So my white shirts beginners, you can play around with ducking in between combos and defense and punches, right? Blue shirts, you can do the same thing, but I want you to really focus more on turning your body and turning your shoulders and head as you duck underneath, okay? And again, these are good for avoiding your hooks, right? The hook's coming from the side. I'm going to roll underneath of that hook and then hopefully fire back and attack on my own. Same thing, the hook comes from the other side. The hook's coming around. I roll under it, and then I look to attack, fire back another shot behind, okay? So there's your intermediate defense, advanced level. Okay, now we're going to start working on slipping, okay? So as you're moving out of the way of that straight punch, you got to make sure, one, you're moving quickly, right? Straight punch is going to come at you pretty fast. It's coming right down the middle, okay? So if they're throwing a true jab or a true cross, all I need to do is turn my shoulder forward and bend my knee, okay? As I do that, that's going to force my head to move, right? Because my head is just going to follow along with my body, right? Here, okay? Same thing the other side. I just bring my back shoulder up, bend the knee, right? Again, I'm just turning my shoulder and I'm slipping out of the way of the straight punch, right? Now, two ways you can do the hands, okay? We've talked about it before. The safest way to do it, both hands up, okay? Right here on your chin, turn to the side, right? Both hands on the chin, turn to the side, right? Here, okay? Here, okay? Another way to do it that's a little more comfortable to some people is you're going to drop the hand on one side, this front side. Okay, if I'm slipping the other way, I drop the backhand. Okay, but I'm still bringing that shoulder forward, and I'm still bending the knee. Okay, the body motion is still the same. It's just my hand slides down. Okay, people like doing that. One, it helps them turn that shoulder forward a little more. Okay, and some of them even feel a little faster when they do it that way. They don't feel as tight or stuffy holding the hands like that. Okay, so that's going to be for advanced level. There's some other things too. You can work the shoulder rolls, shoulder parry, and bumping that punch out of the way using the shoulder, right? Instead of parrying with the hand. Then after you get comfortable with that, you start learning how to throw your punches while you're slipping and while you're moving out of the way of the oncoming attacks. So save that for later, though. That's a little tough to explain. It's easier for us just to work it out here in the gym. So work on your slips, okay? And we'll work on the rest for you advanced students when we get in the gym, okay? But that covers our basic punches, okay? Recap here, white shirt 4 count, right? Blue shirt 6. Okay, red shirt, we throw the 9. Okay, those are your basic counts for each level. And then you have your defensive 4 counts, defensive straight counts. You have all your defenses. Work those, work your footwork, work everything, okay? Look forward to some of these outdoor practices. As soon as your name's on one of the lists, we'll be sure to notify your parents and let them know what day, what time, what location the outdoor practice will be held, okay? So I need you guys to make sure if you're attending any outdoor practice or any of the upcoming MMA daycare sessions, that one, you're listening extra carefully, especially on the outdoor practices because we're not in the gym, right? There's a lot of stuff going on. You can't be getting distracted by everything going around you. You have to listen closely, okay, to either my instruction or Master Colin's instructions. Okay? Same thing at home. Make sure you're still sticking with your schoolwork, you're listening and focusing at home, following along with these videos, helping out mom and dad with chores or anything they ask you to do. Okay. And then hopefully, with all this being a good sign of things to come, we'll be back in our gym training before long. Okay. So good job, everybody. Work on those punches, work on all your technique, and we'll be back in a few moments with our workout video. Thank you, guys.